Alright, day number 4 when I have to be accountable to myself like every day for a pretty long period. I was calculating it must be about 240 days, but I'm not sure I will be able every day to show up and um, to tell about things that are going on. However, it's not really hard, like I don't do anything special. Like, for example, compared to the time when I was studying English, I had to prepare a question, I had to answer them. I knew it's gonna take about 20 minutes, but this time I don't care at all. Like, I don't prepare, I'm just executing some tasks during per day, and then in the end of the day I'm just saying about this. So today, the first things that I would like to mention, I slept a bit more than 8 hours. It was like 8 hours and 10 minutes, I guess. And anyway, I don't know, it's like enough for me. But since several days ago, I slept about 7 hours. I was so sleepy today, and I had the second class economics, and I barely stayed awake. So it was so hard. Um, not to fall asleep, and yeah, several times my eyes were like closing like this, and yeah, I was almost sleeping. So never mind. In a nutshell, without a long introduction, let's start. The first, I wrote down my aims. I was reading a book, and yeah, today, by the way, I had kind of not really convenient schedule because I had the first lesson in the morning. One lesson, it means 3 hours. And at the same time, I have to spend about 20 minutes to get to the university, and after this 20 minutes to get home. So I had like the first lesson. Um, I arrived at 9, it started at 9:30. Then I was there till 20:30. Then I went to the gym because I had three hours of free time between two lessons. So I went to the gym. I got home. I wrote down also my aims. I was eating, like nothing special, honestly. Most of the time that I wanted to spend to study, I just whether wasted or just I was eating. Never mind. And after this, I had the last lesson, and then I returned home. And honestly, I would like to be more productive, but I still have this issue when I'm wasting some time. For example, today I had a not bad result because let me finish with everything I'm telling about. For example, I wrote down my aims. I was reading a book. It was for 25 minutes. It's 5 minutes more than the last time. Pretty good. And yeah, then I went to the gym. I was studying English. I mean, I was also learning just new words, repeating. This time I did it some more than 10 minutes, again about 15-20, pretty well. Studying French, I was learning words for only 5 minutes. Yeah, but anyway, it's studying, and I would like to point out at one very important thing. Like, we always underestimate such small things, and we think that what's the reason uh, to do something today for 5 minutes, for 10 minutes, for 3 minutes maybe. It won't bring me any benefits. Like, what's the point? But indeed, it does. And for example, imagine I'm gonna learn one new word in French every day. It's almost nothing. It's all one word. It's so simple. Like, it takes less than 5 minutes, right? But in a year, I will know 365 new words compared to the case scenario when I don't study French at all. My French won't change at all. I'm talking about, so even such uh, such a small amount of time that I allocated to study French is crucial, because the first, I'm building habit. The second, I did at least something. I did at least something. It's better than nothing. Yeah. Then I still didn't study Dutch because with Dutch I want to start a bit. Mm, how to say it? I want to start with a right approach, not just studying words. Because for example, in French, I know all the basic rules. I know how to pronounce words. I know how to read them. Um, I know all this stuff, so I can just basically learn new words, enrich my vocabulary, try to implement those words in my lexicon, and as a result, I will be able to speak better. But in Dutch, I don't know anything, and I need to start. So yeah, I should to start, and I guess in the following days I'm going to try, because tomorrow I don't have lessons, for example, and then I have 2 more weekends, but I have a bunch of stuff to study. So yeah, I don't know. All right, after that I was studying economic for 2 hours in the evening, like till this moment it's 10:20 p.m. Damn, I have to sleep at this time, kind of. So yeah, I was studying for 2 hours economics. That was honestly hard. Not gonna lie, I don't know. It's so hard to comprehend all the information, but yeah, I guess I hope this struggling is only in the beginning of my education. Then I will get used to English, because I have to study all the stuff in English. I have a bunch of new things that really hard to study, to comprehend, and it takes a lot of time to learn all of them. Then fuck, no way, I marked it as I was studying accounting. But I was studying economics. Yeah, because accounting I didn't study today. I didn't have time just for that. And yeah, in general, I got not really bad result per day. I'm pretty satisfied with this, because today I set up even more tasks per day that I wanted to execute, and I did them. Because in general, for example, yesterday I had 5 tasks to execute. Today I had 9, but I executed only 8. I didn't read economic book. I wanted to read for 15 minutes, but I didn't really find time, because I was studying for 2 hours economics, and it doesn't really make sense to read for 15 minutes, honestly, compared to um, conscious studying of this material, so yeah. And several things, yes, that I wanted to say. The first, why, I don't know, it's kind of long video. I'm not really sure that someone is watching to this moment, but at least for myself, I want to realize that I don't need to care about yesterday, and I don't need really to care about tomorrow. Because what do I mean? Of course, I need to care about tomorrow, but I need to, for example, when I'm going to study, sometimes I think like it's not gonna bring me profit if I'm going to study even today for several hours. It's not gonna bring me profit in the long run, and to get that profit in the long run, I have to spend hundreds of hours, and it's so hard. I don't even want to start this. So instead of overthinking, I'm just today doing some things that I can to do, and that's all. I don't think what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Of course, now I'm gonna, after this video, I'm gonna set up my list of tasks that I want to execute. But in general, I don't worry how long will it take to achieve B2 level of French. My current level, not even A2. So I don't really want to care about it. I just want to study French step by step. That's all. Yeah, and at the same time, it's a great opportunity not to worry about future, because I really realized I'm reading kind of boring book, but important, like for me at least, because I'm tempted to stress over the past several months, and I really hate it. I don't like to live in stress, to overthink about future, to be worried about something, all right? So, and most of the times, 99%, it doesn't make any sense because I can't predict future is first. Second, most of the things that I overthink don't even happen in my life as a result. So I'm reading a book, How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. It's also a book by Dale Carnegie. And also I would like to drop this book, to abandon, because it's kind of boring, but I finished 34% of the book, so I want to finish it honestly because I have a huge list of the books that I want to read. But as I mentioned, I don't want to think, oh my god, it's gonna take like at least several weeks to finish this book with my pace, because I'm not gonna read it faster. It's gonna take several weeks, and looking from this perspective, I don't even want to continue this book. But I look from another perspective. Tomorrow I'm just going to read 20 minutes more. That's all. I'm not thinking about anything else related to this book. And it's a great tool to get rid of stress, to get rid of overthinking that consumes a bunch of energy and a bunch of energies that we could apply, to something else, like for studying, for researching, I don't know, for anything else. But instead we just overthink, waste our energy, and that's all. So it's 20 minutes video. I swear I didn't even want to make such a long video, but anyway, there are some thoughts that I want to share with, and at the same time, probably most likely I'm gonna repeat about the same things from time to time, just in order to remember it, to memorize it in my mind, and yeah, that's why I'm recording these videos, because I'm accountable to myself and I'm able to say out loud everything I think about. And saying about this out loud, our brain perceives it a bit otherwise compared to condition when we're just thinking about something. Alright, that's enough for today.